The question be now put.
And I'm going to take Ian Lees Galloway.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Clause 8 of the Royal Society of New Zealand Amendment Bill refers to no dividend or profit being available to members. I wonder if the member in charge of the bill would be able to tell us whether or not there's any ability for members to receive any remuneration. I'm not sure if there's any sort of mechanism by which that occurs. I'm sure there's a lot of work that goes on within the society that members could be remunerated for, potentially. So if there's any mechanism there, I'd appreciate the member in charge of the bill being able to tell us about that. But obviously, being a non-profit organisation which is essentially engaged in matters of promoting science, recognising scientific achievement, and of course now, under this amendment bill, not only recognising scientific or technological research, but in fact substituting the words research in science, technology or the humanities. Obviously all of those things potentially do lead to opportunities for remuneration, but that's not the point of the society. The society is about promoting those things and also recognising significant achievement in science, technology, and also the humanities as well. I suppose it's not really been that well recognised over the years that the humanities is an area that has a lot of potential for remuneration. But of course, what we see is quite often people who are at the leading edge of research in the humanities, or who are at the leading edge of the creative world, can actually generate a lot of profit for the nation. And I think of Sir Peter Jackson would be a really good example of someone who works in the creative sphere. I'm not even sure if he studied the humanities as such, but certainly the field that he is in, I think would be one that you could describe as being the humanities. In fact, going back to the interpretation, media studies is in there, and film and drama, they're all in there. So in fact, Peter Jackson would certainly be described as someone who has been able to derive a profit or a dividend from his work in the creative sphere. So absolutely appropriate that recognising achievement in the humanities and promoting the humanities as an area which is of significant interest to the country, which is of significant benefit to the country. Bringing that within the Royal Society, I think, is absolutely appropriate. But of course, what's important to recognise under this clause 8, is that we're not talking about direct profit to members for the work that they do within the Royal Society. Because it's essentially an advocating, an organisation which advocates for the promotion of scientific research and technology in the humanities. This of course, an area which has been an area of a lot of discussion lately about when is an organisation purely a charity versus an organisation which engages in political advocacy, and in fact, the issues of finance for those particular organisations have been a matter of much debate recently. But also. I'd be interested to know, actually, because you can't actually tell just by reading the bill what the two different sections, Section 8.2D1 and Section 8.2D2, actually refer to. So again, that would be an area that would be quite useful if the member in charge of the bill could give us a bit more detail around that area, because I'm sure there is a lot of work that goes on within the organisation that does need to be paid for, and I wonder if members who are undertaking that are actually able to receive remuneration for that, because as this bill has expanded the areas in which that work could actually be undertaken, there may be a much wider range, and I'd be interested to hear about that.
Sir William CO.
Thank you, Chairman. This is